Hey guys, this is your unsupervised quadriplegic Crazy Quad back with another Division 2 weekly reset video. So before we get into the vendors, let's just look at what you should remember to check up on. First thing is seasons. Guys, remember that Hollywood event has now closed or stopped, ended. And then the new ongoing event is Target Cersei for the next 6 days. So let's see. Remember, complete a boss floor at the summit. Battery Park, 2 control points, 1 bounty and Pathway Park. Financial District, 2 control points, 1 bounty and Wall Street Mission. Civic Center, 2 control points, 1 bounty and the Tombs, and then also 2 bridges, control points, bounties and Stranded Tanker. So remember, you've got a week to do this and knock it out, and take it from there. Alright, next up, another thing to remember guys is check your projects. New projects is out, and remember, donate your SHGD for a free exotic cache. So let's look at what we can get this round. Okay, so done. I got my cache, so let's see what I got this week. It's like opening up a lucky packet, I'm guessing. Sawyer's knee pads. Okay. Armor maxed out, explosive resistance health. Cannot be staggered by explosions. Increases total weapon damage by 3% each second you are not moving. Stacks up to 10 until you start moving. All stacks lost after 10 seconds. So that's the exotic I got. I'm not sure. I'll still think if I can do a build on that. And that is it for now that I'm just reminding you to do. Right, Nate. Thank you, watch. So first up, let's look at the vendor at the White House.
What can I do for you?
Invisible Hand. Perfect Allegro. 12% assault rifle damage. 13.5% health damage and critical damage at 7%. Pulleys T821 with 10% SMG damage, 14% critical hit chance and 5% damage to armor. With in sync, a F2000 assault rifle, 11% assault rifle damage, 15% health damage and 9% head damage. Officers M9A1, pistol damage at 10.4, rate of fire 3.6 and close and personal as the talent. First backpack is a 511 tactical, armor at 124k, 3.8k armor regen and 15% repair skills. Up next is a Gila chest piece with maxed out armor. So remember, at least if you don't have your armor maxed out in your library, get that and max it out. headshot damage and health, with Spark as a talent. We also have offensive arms, firearms, headshot damage at 7%, trauma analyzer, 2 extra bombs, and a mechanical rail for burn damage. Improvised sticky payload for your sticky bomb. And that is it from the vendor here at the White House.
I'm happy to have made a deal.
Next up is the clan vendor. So let's have a look what's available there.
Do you want some?
So at the clan vendor, I've got a baseball hat, and I don't normally buy these. If you're into that, get that. Okay, for the first knee pads, we've got Fox's Prayers. Maxed out damage to target out of cover. I'll need to pick that up, I think, although I'm not sure if that we can actually get that in the library, but in any case, if you need something like that, this is something worth looking at. For a rifle, Overlords are armaments. Negotiator's Dilemma with 12.1% weapon damage and critical hit damage at 10.7%. Next up is a Rigger with skill tier and skill damage. Eclipse Protocol, skill tier and status effects. Then we've got a shotgun, 12.3% shotgun damage, 9% damage to armor, and 10% headshot damage is maxed out. So if you need that in your library, at least pick that up. And eyeless is the challenge. Right, so this, if you need a shotgun, this is fairly decent. Next up is the Mp7 SMG damage at 11.5%, 16% critical hit chance, and 7% health damage. Sorry about that. With perpetuation as the talent. Next up is the tactical UMP45, 10.5% damage and 17.5% critical hit chance with 8.4% accuracy. Sorry about the dogs barking, but that's how life it goes. Next, Spike is the talent. We also have a mask, Alps Summit mask with high altitude phaser, skill tier health at 16k and critical hit damage. Dice Ross pistol damage at 10.8% and 10.8% accuracy with reformation for headshots. Battlestone Armory, we have the 138k armor, 4.2% armor regen, and then 6% weapon handling. Then 511 tactical, 150k armor, hazard protection at 8.3% and 10% skill haste. Versatile is the talent. Offensive protocol critical hit chance, SHG CPU version 2, skill haste, and silicone carbide coil, 9% radius, and Blitzkrieg blasting power, duration 6.7%. That's at our clan vendor this week. One or two pieces that might be something to look at. So let's move on. Okay, at the
You want it?
theater,
Or I'll get it for you. Nice seeing you again.
Fox's Press, Overlord Armaments, 8.4% weapon damage, damage to targets out of combat maxed, and health. Then we've got Black Market SAH G12 with shotgun damage at 10.8%, damage to armor at 9%, and critically damaged at 7%. Crit with fast hand, sorry about that. Next up, a SOCOM M1A, 10.6% rifle damage, 12% critically damage, and damage out of cover at 7%. Sokolov Concern for the SMG, 11% weapon damage, 7.4% headshot damage, and 8.5% hazard protection. Next up, we've got Battlestone Armory, 1133 armor, 3.6 armor regen, and then 8.4 hazard protection. Defensive protocol stamina, shock resistance, ball bearings, +1 cluster mine, shape memory alloy, deflector damage, 4.3% extra. For your Firefly, a ram surplus, 1 extra maximum target. And for your decoy housing shell, 5.5 health. So nothing out of the ordinary worth picking up in my opinion, yeah. Alright, next up, the campus. Let's have a look what she's got for us. Commando. Marksman rifle damage 9.1%, 84% headshot damage, and 9% damage to target out of cover. Custom M44, 11% marksman damage, 93% headshot damage, and 7% health damage with in sync. M249B, 12% LMDG damage, 8% damage to target out of covers, and 11.8% swap speed with up close and personal. Then we've got a Badger Tough, 90k armor, repair skills at 16%, and skill haste at 10.3%. Next up, Sokolov Concern, 7.9% weapon damage, 8.2 explosive resistance and hazard protection at 9%. Utility assist, skill duration, feed strip in snare duration, backup battery for duration for your hive. For the pulse is microwave amplifier with radius of 8.7. Trap charge improvement for 4.1 duration. Yeah, that's the campus. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Happy to do business with you.
Next up is the Dark Zone vendors, and first up will be the Dark Zone West vendor. Remember guys, the vendors require Dark Zone tokens. If you're like me and you don't play Dark Zone, then don't bother. Otherwise, for your Dark Zone people, let's have a look. Baker's Dozen, rifle damage 9.5%, critically damage 11%, critically chance 8%, perfect lucky shot. Tactical SASG at 12k, 14.2% shotgun damage, 7% damage to armor, and damage to target out of cover at 6%. With Pummel, military MK17, 10.9 rifle damage, 12% critically damage, and 11.9% swap speed with Sadist. Hunter's Fury, gloves, weapon damage with critically damage. Strikers with 9.5% weapon damage and 8.1% headshot damage. Murakami Industries, skill tier, skill damage, and skill or status effect. Next up is Douglas and Harding, and then 8% weapon damage, 7.6% headshot damage, and 4.7% critical hit chance. System defense, mending, disorientation, resistance, 4.1 damage for your second mines. Polymorph or damage, extra damage 1% bonus for enemy per enemy. Alignment valve for your Firefly with skill haste, and decoy housing for 6% health. So once again, nothing extraordinary here. That was DZ West. Next up, DZ South. The Orbit, perfect finisher, 11.3% pistol damage, 7.5% health damage. A Tommy gun with 11% SMG damage, 15% critical hit chance, and then 9% magazine size with in sync. ACRE, assault rifle damage, 9%, 16% health damage, and reload speed at 7.6%. First wave, PF45, 8% pistol damage, and then 12% magazine size with strained. Tip of the spear with 9.3% weapon damage and 7.7% headshot damage. Eclipse Protocol, skill tier and 15k health. Cheska backpack, 14% weapon damage, 5.5% weapon handling, and 4.2% critical hit chance with adrenaline rush. Another Cheska chest piece, weapon damage, repair skills, and status effects with tag team as the talent. Offensive system, critical hit damage. Trauma analyzer, scan range plus 7.8. Carbon fiber barrel for 5% extra skill haste. Improved sticky launcher at 6.2%. That was your DZ South vendor. Next up, DZ South, East. Sorry for that. DZ East, Pinprick, perfect first blood with 11.6% marksman rifle damage, 89% headshot damage, and 6% critical hit chance or damage. Sorry about that. Custom M44, 9.1% marksman rifle damage, 93% headshot damage, and 9% damage out of cover. MG5, LFG damage, 9.5%, 10% damage to target out of cover, and then 7% health damage. With rigor, skill tier, and repair skills at 16%. That's a mask. And then the holster, rigor holster, skill tier and status effect. A chest cam mask, weapon damage at 10.3%, armor regen at 3.7k, and 16k health. A Walker and Harris holster, weapon damage 10%, explosive resistance 7%, and 3.7% armor regen. Utility system electronics, skill haste, metal string in snare health at 14%, backpack battery plus 4% duration, and then silicon carbon coil, cone size 6.4%, and then trap electronics 5.8 duration.
Agent requesting backup.
That would be the dark zone areas. Okay, at Haven, let's see what is available here. So Mp7 Smg damage at 10%, 15% critical hit chance, and 7% damage to target out of cover with measured as the talent. Marksman rifle covert SRS, 9.7% marksman rifle damage, 87% headshot damage, and 19.5% optimal range. Police Mk17, 11% rifle damage, 13% critical hit damage, and 7% critical hit chance with Optimist as the talent. For the pistol, we have military M9, 10.6% pistol damage and 7% critical hit damage with Vindictive. We have a backpack, Richter and Kaiser, skill damage, skill tier, and 5% weapon handling with Energize as the talent. We have gloves of China Light Industries, skill tier, weapon handling, and health. A holster for China Light Industries, skill tier, status effects, and weapon handling. Defensive system mending, blind death resistance, defensive protocol stamina, magnetic rail burn damage, and some research for ammo, extra ammo on the chem lancer, and then trap is 4.2% duration. Yeah, at Roy Benitez,
What can I do for you?
a F2000 assault rifle, 10.1% assault rifle damage, 15% health damage, and 5% damage to armor with strained. A military M60E4, maxed out LMG damage at 15%, 7% damage to target out of cover, and 6.7% stability with InSync. Pick this up if you need your LMG damage at max, but definitely you'll need to reload stability, I think, if you want to use it. LVOA C rifle damage at 9.3%, 11% critical hit damage, and 10% accuracy with lucky shot. First wave PF45, pistol damage at 12% and 5% damage to armor with Vindictive. Douglas and Harding, 10% weapon damage. That's a backpack, by the way. 10% critically damage and 7% headshot damage with unstoppable force. Pivot pads, Petrov. So we've got 15% weapon damage, which is maxed out. Pick it up if you haven't got your weapon damage on this knee pads maxed out for your library. 4.9% critical hit chance and critical hit damage at 7.5%. This is fairly okay if you can reroll the critical hit damage maybe. Richter and Kaiser, skill tier, status effects, skill aced. Defensive system, mending, incoming repairs. Offensive protocol, critical hit chance, and halo point bullets. For armor repairs, 6.4%. That is for your drone, and then for your Firefly micro conducts, 7.9% speed, and improved sticky launcher for 4.1 skill aced. And then that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, like and subscribe, and see you. Help our channel out here, please. Thank you. Bye.